Today, I want to explore a video about 13 places where women want to be touched. This video reveals the subtle art of touching a woman to create a deep, passionate bond. This discussion is genuine, extending beyond mere interest to a magical and delightful exploration of a fundamental aspect of relationships. It offers a way to deepen connections and experience love in a captivating and thrilling manner. If you're a gentleman eager to form a meaningful connection with a respectable woman, understanding how and where to touch her is crucial. Striking the right balance is essential. Being too aggressive can be off-putting, yet attraction is challenging to foster without any physical contact. Thus, awareness in this area is vital for a fulfilling relationship where both partners feel understood and deeply connected. Knowing the appropriate ways and places to touch is essential. By watching this video from beginning to end, you'll quickly gain proficiency in this critical relationship skill. I'll share techniques that promise to enhance pleasure using just your hands. Before we begin, I'd appreciate it if you could like the video. Your support helps me continue spreading the Stoic philosophy. If you haven't subscribed, I recommend you do so and activate the bell to avoid missing any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment with the number 1. If not, comment with the number 0 to let me know how I can improve future videos. Now let's begin. Today we will delve into the 13 points where women want to be touched, divided into 2 distinct stages: when you are not yet dating her and when you are already in a relationship with her. Understanding the nuances of each stage is crucial. When you're in a relationship, knowing how to touch a woman appropriately is essential, but it's beneficial to understand the benefits and drawbacks of each phase beforehand. The primary reason for understanding these 2 stages is that if you act prematurely, as if you were already close, it could lead to disaster. Approaching her with inappropriate behavior from the start is likely to backfire, so it's wise to hold back and proceed with caution. Let's dive into the first part. Are you ready? Following along? Great. Let's begin. In this initial stage, we'll discuss touching the hands. This doesn't mean you should hold her hand outright. That gesture is better saved for when you're romantically involved. However, there's no harm in occasional touches. For instance, when handing her something, let your fingers brush against hers or allow the palm of your hand to touch hers lightly. This subtle gesture can create a sense of connection and possibly give her butterflies in her stomach. Understanding these small but significant actions can make a big difference in how you progress through each stage of your relationship. Determining if a woman is interested in you involves paying close attention to various signs and body language cues. One key indicator is her comfort with physical touch. If she allows you to touch her hands, this is a significant sign. Hand-holding or even casual touches during conversation can indicate that she feels a connection with you. She might even talk about these moments with her friends, celebrating the interaction, which shows that it meant something to her. Another area where you can gauge her interest is by noticing if she enjoys attention to her arm. Light, casual touches on her arm during an intimate conversation or while having fun together can help break the physical barrier. Touching her arm in a non-intimidating and charming manner can make the conversation flow more smoothly and create a sense of closeness. Additionally, a woman might appreciate a gentle touch on her back. This area can be particularly telling if approached correctly. When touching her back, it's important to aim for the area around the shoulder blade or slightly below it. Touching too high or too low can be uncomfortable or inappropriate. A light touch on her back, especially when walking beside her or bending down to talk, can provide comfort and reassurance, making her feel protected and cared for. This sense of security can be beautiful and can further indicate her interest in you. By being attentive to these subtle cues and respecting her boundaries, you can better understand her level of interest and build a deeper connection. When a woman is interested in you, her body language often becomes more open and inviting. She might face you directly, lean in closer during conversations, and maintain longer periods of eye contact. These actions show that she is engaged and focused on you. Smiling frequently and laughing at your jokes, even the less funny ones, can also be a strong indicator of her interest. She wants to create a positive and enjoyable atmosphere when she's around you. In social settings, observe if she makes an effort to be near you or include you in group activities. If she often finds reasons to be close to you or initiates conversations, it's a sign that she enjoys your company and wants to spend more time with you. Additionally, she may show genuine interest in your life by asking personal questions, remembering details from past conversations, and showing empathy and understanding towards your experiences and feelings. Another way to tell if a woman is interested is by noticing how she responds to your compliments and gestures of affection. If she blushes, smiles shyly, or appears genuinely flattered when you compliment her, it's a positive sign. Pay attention to her reciprocation. If she also gives you compliments, initiates physical touch, or makes thoughtful gestures, it indicates that she values the connection and wants to nurture it. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment with the number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Physical touch can also extend to playful interactions. Light teasing, playful nudges, or gently brushing against each other can be subtle, yet powerful indicators of mutual attraction. These interactions often create a sense of intimacy and shared enjoyment, strengthening the bond between you. Moreover, consider her availability and willingness to spend time with you. If she frequently agrees to meet up, makes an effort to coordinate schedules, or suggests activities you can do together, it shows that she prioritizes your relationship. Her enthusiasm for planning future outings or events together suggests that she sees potential in your connection and looks forward to deepening it. Lastly, pay attention to the way she communicates with you. Consistent and engaging communication, whether through text, calls, or social media, can be a sign of her interest. If she initiates conversations, responds promptly, and shares parts of her day with you, it indicates that she enjoys staying connected and values your presence in her life. By being attentive to these subtle cues and respecting her boundaries, you can better understand her level of interest and build a deeper connection. Recognizing and appreciating these signs can help you navigate the early stages of a relationship with confidence and clarity. Understanding how a woman wants to be touched goes beyond mere physical contact. It also involves emotional and situational context. One of the most powerful and intimate gestures is not necessarily touching a specific area, but rather the simple act of sitting beside her. If you are not yet in a relationship, avoid putting your arm around her, as this can seem too forward. Instead, just sitting next to her, where your shoulders or knees might touch incidentally, can be very telling. This proximity signals your interest and makes her think, maybe he likes me. He is sitting beside me. It's a subtle yet charming way to show your affection and interest. When considering where a woman wants to be touched, there isn't a one-size-fits-all answer. However, a universally appreciated gesture is a warm, secure hug. Hugging transcends casual and romantic relationships, offering comfort and connection. Scientific research has shown that hugs can release oxytocin, often referred to as the love hormone, which enhances feelings of trust and bonding. Therefore, a sincere hug can be incredibly meaningful and is something you can do even if you're not in a relationship. It fosters intimacy and signals your interest gently and respectfully. Additionally, a woman's response to your physical presence can be very telling. When you are close to her, observe her body language. Does she lean in towards you? Does she seem relaxed and comfortable? These are positive signs that she enjoys your presence and feels a connection. On the other hand, if she seems tense or leans away, it might be a sign to give her more space. Another important aspect is paying attention to her verbal and nonverbal cues. If she talks about enjoying your company or mentions liking certain gestures, take note. Every woman is different, and what one appreciates, another might not. Therefore, being attentive and responsive to her unique preferences is key. Respecting personal space and boundaries is crucial. Always ensure that your gestures are welcome. If you're unsure, it's better to err on the side of caution and allow the relationship to develop naturally over time. As trust and intimacy grow, You'll both feel more comfortable expressing affection in ways that feel right for both of you. Furthermore, communication is essential. While actions speak volumes, having open conversations about comfort levels and preferences can enhance mutual understanding and respect. This can be done subtly by asking questions like, "Do you mind if I sit here?" Or "Is it okay if I hug you?" Such questions show that you care about her feelings and are considerate of her boundaries.
Another charming way to make physical contact with her is to offer her your arm. This gesture, though not commonly practiced, exudes a sense of protection and care. It works particularly well if she is wearing high heels or if the ground is uneven, supporting her and demonstrating your attentiveness. Offering your arm is not only practical but also incredibly charming. It allows her to rest her arm on yours, creating a subtle yet intimate connection. This simple act shows that you are considerate, strong, and secure. It's a beautiful gesture that underscores your role as a gentleman, a quality often associated with romance and admiration. When considering the list of places where a woman likes to be touched, it's crucial to understand not only where but also how to touch her. The first step in making physical contact is important, but equally important are the small steps that lead up to that point. You need to know what makes her interested in you, how to create desire and attraction, and what makes her want your touch. Otherwise, your advances might come off as overwhelming or unwelcome. To get to the point where a woman wants contact and to make her fall in love with you requires mastering the art of capturing her attention, engaging her in meaningful conversation, and gradually increasing the level of attraction. This involves being patient, observant, and responsive to her cues. Building a connection takes time and effort, and it's important to create a comfortable and enjoyable atmosphere where she feels valued and respected. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment with the number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Engaging in activities that allow for natural physical contact can also help. For instance, taking a walk together gives you the perfect opportunity to offer your arm. Participating in shared hobbies or interests can create moments where a casual touch feels natural and unforced. The key is to be genuine and attentive, ensuring that your gestures are appropriate and welcome. Creating desire and attraction involves more than just physical touch. It's about building emotional intimacy and trust. Listen to her, show genuine interest in her life, and share your own experiences and feelings. This reciprocity helps build a deeper connection and makes her feel comfortable around you. It's important to be aware of her comfort levels and to move at a pace that feels right for both of you. If she seems hesitant or uncomfortable, give her space and time. Respecting her boundaries is crucial in building trust and mutual respect. If you've had experiences in the past where you felt embarrassed, rejected, or heartbroken, it can be challenging to put yourself out there again. However, each experience is an opportunity to learn and grow. Approach each new connection with an open heart and mind, and remember that building a meaningful relationship takes time and patience. To help you navigate these complexities, I've created a video that guides you on how to attract and connect with the woman of your dreams. This video offers practical advice and insights on how to capture her attention, increase attraction, and create moments of intimacy. By following these steps, you can build a loving and lasting relationship where she feels cherished and desires your presence and touch. Ultimately, finding the sweet and gentle love of your life involves being kind, courteous, and attentive. By embodying the qualities of a true gentleman, you stand out and become the kind of man a woman wants to spend her life with. This journey might be challenging, but with the right approach, you can create a deep and meaningful connection that brings joy and fulfillment to both of you. We previously discussed the subject of touching a woman in a relationship. Now let's delve into when and where to touch her, along with important considerations. This applies to dating relationships, not yet married couples. One of the first places to touch a woman when you are in a relationship is her hair. Playing with her hair, gently stroking it, moving it away from her face, or tucking it behind her ear can be quite captivating. These simple actions can make her feel more feminine and attractive. However, it's crucial to assess her response to these touches. Not all women enjoy having their hair touched, especially if they put effort into styling it. Therefore, it's essential to be gentle and considerate. Another intimate area to touch is her face. When kissing, try caressing her cheek or gently placing your hand on it. These small gestures are incredibly tender and can make a woman feel deeply loved and cherished. Facial caresses like brushing her cheek or lightly tracing her jawline convey affection and intimacy, enhancing the emotional connection. The waist is another area where a touch can be significant. Placing your hands on her waist while you're together or wrapping your arms around her waist during a hug can create pleasant sensations. This gesture makes her feel closer to you and enhances her sense of femininity as she sees you as more masculine. Establishing this dynamic can strengthen the emotional bond and make her feel more connected to you. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment with the number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Hugging is another fundamental yet powerful way to convey affection. When hugging, ensure that your hands are not too high on her back unless you are hugging with your arm around her shoulders. This type of hug is intimate and cozy, signaling warmth and care. Allowing her to rest on your shoulders or upper back while you hug her can create a sense of security and comfort. Touching her knee is another gesture to consider, although it requires more caution. Imagine sitting together and gently placing your hand on her knee or around the kneecap. This touch is tender and can convey a sense of intimacy and connection. However, it's important to be mindful of her comfort level. Some women may appreciate this gesture, while others might find it uncomfortable. Knowing the right moment and gauging her reaction is key. In any relationship, the timing and context of physical touch are crucial. Understanding her preferences and comfort levels will help you navigate these interactions smoothly. Respecting her boundaries and being attentive to her responses will ensure that your gestures are welcomed and appreciated. Each touch should enhance the emotional connection, making her feel valued and loved. By understanding and respecting these nuances, you can deepen your relationship and create a stronger bond. Remember, physical touch is a powerful way to express love and affection, but it must be approached with sensitivity and care. Building a meaningful connection involves not just knowing where to touch, but also understanding how and when to do so, always prioritizing her comfort and happiness. When touching a woman, the second preferred area is the neck. However, grabbing her neck is not appropriate and can be intimidating. Instead, think of gentle and affectionate touches. For example, while fixing her hair, you might lightly place your hand on her neck. During intimate moments, such as kissing, there are many tender ways to caress the neck that can make her feel feminine and attracted to you. A gentle touch on her neck can be surprisingly effective in expressing affection and building a deeper connection. Another important area to touch is her mouth. While kissing is the most obvious and common form of physical contact in this area, there are other sweet and intimate gestures you can use. For instance, gently touching or wiping her mouth after she takes a bite of food, as often depicted in romantic movies. By following these guidelines and paying attention to her reactions, you can create a loving and respectful relationship. Remember, each woman is unique, so always be considerate and attentive to her specific preferences and comfort levels. Touch can be a charming way to break the barrier and make her feel cared for, adding a playful and affectionate element to your interactions. So far, we've discussed how to touch a woman when you're not yet in a relationship and when you're dating. It's important to note that certain types of physical contact should be reserved for after marriage. This perspective respects boundaries and acknowledges the significance of certain gestures within a committed relationship. A high-quality woman, one who values herself and seeks to give her love fully to her husband, might view premature physical advances as a red flag. Respecting her boundaries and understanding that some levels of intimacy are best reserved for marriage can demonstrate your respect and serious intentions. If you attempt certain intimate touches before marriage, it could make her uncomfortable and question your intentions. Knowing when and where to touch a woman is crucial in building and maintaining a healthy, respectful relationship. Gentle touches on the neck and mouth can powerfully express affection, but they should be approached with care and consideration. Respecting her boundaries and recognizing the appropriate stages of physical intimacy can strengthen your bond and show that you value and respect her. As you navigate the complexities of physical touch in a relationship, always prioritize her comfort and preferences. Building a meaningful connection involves understanding not just how to touch, but also when and where, ensuring that each gesture is welcomed and appreciated. This approach will help you create a deep and lasting relationship based on mutual respect and affection. Another advantage of this approach is that it helps you find the right woman for your needs and makes her feel safe and protected. Ask yourself, what kind of woman are you trying to attract? Is she a classy woman or not? If you seek an elegant woman, you should use tactics that align with her values and keep certain aspects of physical intimacy until marriage. This approach is about capturing the attention of a woman who is loving, kind, caring, and loyal. Such a woman would likely reserve herself for marriage, showing loyalty even before becoming your wife. If you find yourself attracting toxic and insincere women, this might be a sign that you need to establish clearer boundaries from the start. Setting these boundaries is essential for finding a good, loyal woman. You might wonder, how do I find a good, loyal woman? How do I find a loving, kind, and amazing partner? To help with this, watching our videos and reading our ebook can provide valuable insights and guidance. By following these resources, you can learn how to discover the great and wonderful love that you deserve. True love is something you deserve, and with the right approach, you can find it. It's important to note that every woman is unique and has individual preferences for intimate touches. What works for one woman may not work for another, as each has different preferences and comfort levels. The most important element in establishing a physical connection is communication and consent between both partners, which strengthens the relationship based on trust and respect. Always obtain consent when discovering the areas of a woman's body that she prefers to be touched. Checking with your partner if she feels comfortable before making any physical contact is crucial. Open and honest communication is the foundation of a strong and understanding relationship. Knowing how and when to touch a woman is essential in building a respectful and meaningful relationship. By considering her comfort and preferences and by respecting boundaries, you create a safe and loving environment. This approach not only helps you attract the right kind of woman, but also ensures that your relationship is built on mutual respect and trust. True love is about finding a partner who values and respects you as much as you do her, and with the right approach, you can create a lasting and fulfilling connection. However, some areas are particularly sensitive and pleasurable for most women. The neck, for instance, has always been one of those zones. A delicate kiss, warm breath, or even a small touch with a finger can send chills throughout her body. The lips are also incredibly sensitive. Kissing them passionately but tenderly can trigger an overwhelming emotional connection. Exploring her body gently and respectfully, including the back, abdomen, thighs, and breasts, can deepen your intimacy. Always keep in mind to respect your partner's limits and preferences. Besides commonly known erogenous zones like the ears, scalp, and feet, don't forget other sensitive areas like the hands. A gentle touch or caress can be incredibly intimate and convey deep affection. Touch can be great, but it does not constitute all the components of a real physical connection. In any healthy and satisfying relationship, emotional intimacy, trust, and mutual respect are equally important. Use this knowledge to build the intimacy you desire in your relationship, but always keep in mind her wants and limits. The real magic happens when both partners feel safe, loved, and desirable to each other. Here are some options a man can consider to make his relationship more interesting with the woman he is deeply connected to. Open and honest communication. Create an environment where both of you can easily talk about your desires, fantasies, and needs. Open and honest communication plays a fundamental role in building emotional intimacy between partners. Express appreciation. Regularly express your appreciation for her. Compliment her. Thank her for her efforts and acknowledge the things she does that make you happy. Plan surprises. Keep the relationship exciting by planning small surprises. It could be as simple as cooking her favorite meal, planning a surprise date, or leaving her a heartfelt note. Quality time together. Spend quality time together without distractions. Engage in activities you both enjoy, have deep conversations, and share experiences that bring you closer. Physical affection. Regular physical affection such as holding hands, hugging, and gentle touches can help maintain a strong physical connection. Shared goals and dreams. Discuss and set shared goals and dreams. Working towards common objectives can strengthen your bond and create a sense of partnership. Respect boundaries. Always respect each other's boundaries. Understanding and honoring her limits shows that you respect and care for her well-being. Emotional support. Be there for her emotionally